Well, back, got some new toys. Whoops, more cord length. But it's a hot air gun, and I also got some syringe full of solder paste, which I got to put the tip on, and a thing of flux, and so that should be enough to get off U6 right there, which has been holding up the build. Get these fancy tweezers. Try not to stab myself. So basically, get the heat gun, heat this guy up, and then see if I can pull it off, and then place it more carefully. So let's see how this works. Let's see if I can get a good. Too many electronics projects going on. Not enough bench space. So let's see if we turn this on. Hopefully there's no problems. I've never used this before. I just got it. I think if I pick it up, nothing like waiting for a hot day to use hot air. Let's see, blow this on something, wait for it to warm up. I'm not sure how much fan I'm gonna need. That's 400. Let's try this. I don't want to blow stuff away. Ooh, these tweezers get warm. But we shall see. Oh, there we go. Little patience, and it came right off. So you can see there's a whole bunch of solder on there. I wonder if the braid will pick it up now. Get it off. Whoops, don't want my computer to go to sleep. Or if flux is the right answer. I'm just not an expert at this stuff. I'm going to try the braid first since I have it right here. Hopefully people aren't expecting narration. I haven't figured out how to talk and do this at the same time. Maybe really good to spread flux with on this workbench. I got some popsicle sticks. They solve everything, right? Oh, that's a lot. Maybe I need to get a Q-tip or a brush or carve this down or something. Oh, that's good. That does turn off when you tilt it up. I'll flux that a little bit. Turn this guy back on. I don't know if the best angle is. I guess this is good enough. And then if we I'm not sure if this is a this might just be a get the regular soldering iron out. Now that we got the chip off, we can fight with it a little more. Oh yeah, much easier. Much easier. Yeah. So now, where did I put those nice glasses? Whoops. If we look closely, all the other parts are still where they should be. That chip's off. This flashlight is not shining in the right place. In fact, I can't see without them now. Right. Not sure if this solder is. Ooh, don't want to lose you. I can suck it up with the braid, and then I can just use the solder paste, which is designed to work with hot air and whatnot. Man, these small pitch components are a real pain. Oh well, now I have the tools, so next time, watch out world, I can do any surface mount I want. So, solder paste. I think I like the look of this needle applicator. So back that off so it doesn't squirt out. I unscrew that guy. Screw this guy in. Now, real test if I squeeze, will solder come out without shooting all over? Maybe I should aim down a little bit. Oh, there it goes. Starts coming out. Put on these granny glasses. Uh-oh, did it fall off? That's not good. Oh yeah, there it is. A little blobby of solder. I don't know how the machines do this. Probably because they're all robots. Probably not something I want on my fingers. Oh well. let's see, U6. Pin 1 goes up there. We grab it. Place it. Heat this air up a little bit. Not sure where I should shoot it. Someone on the internet said 400 Fahrenheit is the right temperature for hot air. I'm not sure if that's quite right. Can't quite see. The backside looks slightly off. I'm still not convinced. Ow. Oh man, that gets hot. This is a real pain. A real pain. Maybe the trick is to place it perfectly. Oh no, is there a bent pin? That's not good. No wonder it's so hard. I bent the pin. And this guy here. Also, there's a solder bridge there. Okay. Take a million. Let's see, got the dot in the right place. Whoops. Okay, turn this down. 375 is okay. This board is quite warm. Okay. Is that in the right spot? Good thing I'm not a surgeon. I don't think any of my patients would survive all these shaky hands. Those tweezers are getting hot. That looks pretty good. Oh, don't think the camera zooms in, and I'm not moving the board, but yeah, that's not going to focus. That was a fun experiment, though. How does that flux up? Okay. I think if I just hot air it, don't touch it, it'll work. This is a learning experience for me. This is the first time I've ever used hot air. So, you know, welcome to the excitement. I see solder melting, I think. Let's see. These are kind of dirty. I guess that's what you get for cheapo glasses. Let's see. Well, it's on there. There's definitely a solder bridge between, well, I'm not even sure how many pins this is, between pins 9 and 10, if this is a 16 pin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So that will need to be fixed. But the other ones, I think, are okay. I think this is where we can just, my understanding, the magic of flux capacitors, I wish. Put a little on this side too. I gotta get a better system for doing this. Maybe I can find a cheap paintbrush or something from art projects, you know. This would be okay for through hole. Let's see. Let's see how magical flux is. Good thing it's night. It's relatively cool out. It's supposed to be, well, tomorrow is only going to be in the 80s or 90s. On Sunday and Monday, Labor Day, it's supposed to get up to like 100 degrees around here. And this apartment does not have air conditioning. So, well, that might have helped a little. It's hard to tell. Definitely still a solder bridge. Maybe the flux will fix it with this, the regular pencil. I can jab just the right spot. Oh, I think the board is so hot because I heated up the ground plane. That's why even way over here, these are all on the ground plane. Once that gets warm, that means everything on the board is going to be warm. Ooh, breeze from outside feels nice. Might not have quite gotten it. Really, maybe the best way to tell is to figure out where I put my multimeter. There it is. If you don't have one of these, spend the 15 bucks or however much it costs and get one. Let's see. Beepy beepy. Hopefully they're not supposed to be connected. Let's see. Turns out there's a couple of ground planes, which is what you'd expect, like that guy, that guy, that guy. But It doesn't seem like pins 9 and 10 are conducting, which is good. Oh, nope, they are. These probes are really big. I suppose I could also look and try and figure out what else is connected. I need a better schematic. If I scroll up on this regular guy, oh, what's this plastic I'm doing? Top, bottom. That's not very useful. I'm just gonna find C or U6, which is somewhere. Oh, here it is, U6. Pin 10 goes to R16. And let's see, where's R16? I'm gonna go back to the other R16. There's one of these guys down here. 17, 18. I think one of those is R16. Oh, it's this lower one. I said that was pin 10. And pin 9 goes to R13, which is oh, here's R13. It's probably this guy. So if there's continuity from that guy to that guy, that's bad. I have failed at removing the short. Try a little more fluxy. Wake this guy up. See if I can just hit it the right spot. That's warmed up. Flux looks ugly, but that certainly did the job. Continuity, diode tester, whatever you want to call it. So we go back to this guy right here. No continuity. That's good news. I wonder if I have Q-tips in my bathroom. I guess I should go look. I wish I could pause the stream. Oh well. You guys can enjoy my desk, all 0 of you watching right now, while I go look for my Q-tips. I'm just slightly concerned that flux is a insulator, and I got a little on R13 here, and that is causing the multimeter to not do what I'm expecting. So we'll try again. This is the sort of thing that I just want to get right and not deal with it. And worth the extra effort right now, for sure. Well, that certainly still has continuity. That does. Those don't. Okay. So as far as I can tell, this annoying chip, U6, the bane of my existence, is on there. If I had a microscope or something, I could really look at how the pins are soldered on. But from the naked eye, I think it'll be okay. As far as I can tell, it'll be okay. So, it's been so long since I looked at the instructions, I don't remember what's supposed to come next. Let's see. Really wish somebody had transcribed this video so we could see it in written form. Introduction, main board, adding missing SMT components. And that's, I think, what I did. What does he do after that? Installing 3.5 millimeter jacks. Well, really, I guess the best thing to do is to just look at, first, actually, I won't lose this guy. I'll look and see. Here's the RF board. See what other surface mount components came with this group by. Lose everything. Put that in there. So in here, there's a speaker, microphone, toroids, relays. Most of this is going on the other board. I'm not sure what all is. Oh, it peeked in. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. One of them got loose. Well, I hope it got loose inside the bag. Oh, there it is. So I think hopefully they're latching relays. I can look at the part number. There we go. I think this also might not be the right sort of connector. Video, it shows it's edge mount, but this, you can see it's the ground pins are definitely wider than a board. So I'm not sure if that means they'll sit too high or too low or something. I'll have to figure that out. Okay, this is just buttons. So let's see, that's definitely going on this board. The jacks, 3 of them, I think. Relay, these will have to go on at some point. Rotary encoder, clickable rotary encoder. I'm not sure if the header or I don't know what you call this, the footer. And then a couple buttons in here. Oh, that's a clever idea. A little necklace of toroid cores. RF board. But let's see. And this is a bunch of C's, and that chip I know goes on the other board. I'm about pretty sure got everything. All these JP jumpers on the nope, on this page. They're just not even listed. Which makes me think they don't get installed. Oh, what else is there? I don't see any other empty pads. Well, that means we can Turn off the hot air for now. Installing 3.5 millimeter jacks. Those go on this side. Uh-oh. Don't want to lose that. There'll be 1, 2, audio, key mic, and PA. Go back to the solder that I'm familiar with. Double check this. Yeah, they definitely go on this side. Ugh. There we go. The trick with these guys is to warm up your soldering iron and then just solder 1 pin on each, and then make sure it all sits flush enough for your liking in the right spot, and then solder the rest, since it's a real pain to be resoldering 5 pins at once. Yeah, like this guy. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, this one doesn't look very flat. Keep that up. Try this guy. He looks okay. This guy. He looks okay. Now we can go wild. Try not to breathe too much of the smoke in. I should get a better way to do this. Oh, this is the ground plane. That's always the hardest. Ground plane likes to conduct away heat. And not solder as good as the other ones. I don't know if I need this much solder, but since this is a connector that will get a bunch of stress getting plugged in and out, I'm just going to give it a bunch because I think it'll help hold mechanically. Heat this guy up. There we go. Ground plane. Don't mess up C37. And spin around. Oh, yeah, good thing I didn't put these on first because that is super wobbly. Super wobbly. I had to find someone with a 3D printer. Print me a nice case. Hopefully I can get my own call sign or all the ambitious call signs. A6XA, KN6RU. I think that'll be more fun than some other random people's call signs or no call signs at all. Let's see. Bridge, that's good. Solder. And the last one. I feel like I'm about to burn my pinky. There we go. Oh, at least these are big enough to see with the naked eye. This guy doesn't look quite shiny. The rest look okay. There. 3 jacks. Main board. Installing push buttons. Let's see, I've got 3 push buttons. I see switch 4, switch 5, switch 6. These are slightly rectangular, so they should only go in one way. That one goes in. That one goes in. Well, this one goes in the other way. It's nice that these have that little, I don't know if you can see that, they're slightly splayed. But it holds them in when I flip the board over. And it makes sure they get in flat. I'm going to do the same thing just to double check. These are all sitting flat. Solder the non-ground plane side for ease of adjusting. That looks flat. That looks flat. That looks good. Time to do the other 9 connections. Warm up your ground plane. Another one. I wonder if this one doesn't have ground plane. Those are all very easy. What is that one? Enter. I would have thought they would have just pulled a line on the microprocessor to ground. I guess it could be pulled high. Maybe that's what they're doing. But these other ones are push to talk. It makes sense it's going to ground. That's pretty standard. Now I'm curious. What was that called? Switch 5, enter. Wait, that's a quadrature sampling detector. Oh, here's the ATmega. It says nothing. Oh, here we go. Oh, the enter is wired in. Oh, this is how Hans was doing it. Hans, however he says it, from QRP Labs. He multiplexed 3 switches onto one I/O pin on the chip using different resistor values. PC3, ADC3. Yeah, so the clicking on this guy, the menu button and the enter button all have one input. So you get 3 switches for the price of 1. That was pretty clever. And then PTT, yeah, it just connects to ground. Oh, and it looks like it's in parallel with the mic key, which makes sense because then you click the mic. Which reminds me, I gotta figure out what sort of mic to use with this. Installing push buttons, installing ISP connector. And this one, I think there was some trick. Oh no, this one's the ISP connected. This already has the firmware flashed. Yeah, OLED. Inter PCB is the other one. Let's see. Onboard mic. That is wrapped up inside this speaker thing. see. There's some metal under this table here. I believe one of these pins is shorted to the case. And I believe that one is the one that goes on the ground side. Yeah, Mr. Multimeter again. Let's see. So it's the way it's sitting now, it's the one on the left is grounded. Maybe this nice schematic says something about the mic. See caution number 1. Beware using a mono jack and the mic keyport will short ring. Do not use a mono jack in the audio. Ugh. For such a popular kit, the instructions are somewhat lacking. Also don't have a speaker. Oh, closed captioning. The magic. I wonder if you can see a transcript somewhere. That would be too nice of YouTube to do. No, well, we'll just play it. So you do not reverse polarity. Measuring the pins. Into the housing. Let's turn up the speed a little bit. Playback speed 1.5. And minus goes to the pad that is connected to the big ground plane. I'll pause that. Well, I think the one closer to the center is the ground plane, but we can check that. Well, hopefully something is grounded. These are ground. That one is not. Oh, maybe I gotta. Oh, right. No, PTT. That's the one that's going to ground. I don't know. It's just fun playing with the beeping. Let's see. These have cooled down. Microphone. Slightly too close together, the pins. Huh. Well, I'm quick and don't bang the boards. That'll hold long enough to solder. I really like the soldering iron. TS100. It was a little on the pricier side, but money well spent. Yeah, that's not very flat. It's a little bit better. That's good. Has the Jeff seal of approval or something like that. Get this ground plane. I'm not totally happy with that ground plane. I don't think I got that warm enough. I'll try again. Maybe that'll be okay. Test, test. No, it's not gonna work. Oh yes, the OLED modification. Need to find some scrap wire, but I don't know, I've been going for a while. I'm starting to lose steam. I suppose I could. The OLED goes like right here. Where did I put it? I'm pretty sure I have to, what does it say? Top of U2 to bottom of C6. So I believe that they call it Q1 on here, as far as I can tell from the pictures from the official build video, which are somewhat low quality. But it looks like it's just this transistor. It goes to that middle pin by itself. So I wonder if the OLED is on this regular schematic. MOSFET driver. Oh, it just connects to the main chip, 18 mega 328p. To OLED display. That's just not interesting. Oh well. Maybe tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon I'll do the rest. Meantime, put everything back in its bag so it doesn't get lost. Let's see. Parts, display, RF board, some more RF parts. I'll give this guy a minute to cool off a little bit. But that's all for now. Turn that guy off. Until next time.